Welcome back to Kyle is Famous. Now, last time we got the best possible ending when we ate our entire fridge and exposed the Batgirl. Bug Girl, whatever. But as you can see, we've not really discovered a huge amount. So I think we should try again. This time
Kyle woke up. We
are going to try... Ooh, browse social media, that's new. We're gonna try get the best interview with this person, whatever her name was. So all our decisions are to get the best interview with her. Do I get to keep some stuff? Like I got the broken phone last run and now I get to keep it. Okay, get up. Sit at your desk because that's where we can write the notes. Yeah, write notes for the interview.
Kyle wrote down his first question.
We're going for the best one. No comedy answers. No funny, silly, eating a whole fridge. Best answers. We're going for the good interview. Are you a mother?
Kyle wrote down his second question.
Ever eaten a raw egg whole? That is like that. I know, like, what are some diet tips? But, like, that's like a kind of, that you would see that on a late night talk show. It's like a bit more of a light-hearted, funny question, bodybuilders eat raw eggs. Have you eaten a raw egg? Oh, but we're going straight. Diet tips.
Kyle wrote down his third question.
We're going straight.
Kyle wrote down his last question.
Are you guilty? No. What's your guilty pleasure?
Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook.
We're going straight. Come on. Back to desk. Check in the desk drawer. Small key.
Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk.
Interesting. Back to the room. Open the closet.
Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is.
Yes, because we're going for the straight one. Slick suit.
Kyle miraculously crammed his dainty body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks.
That's always good. Maybe we can see where that key goes, because... Yeah, check the locked door.
Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside.
Okay, we're doing the interview well. Let's go to the kitchen. Check the pantry.
Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small key.
And we have a small key. This is fine. We're going to have a good interview.
The pantry door lock creaked as if it hadn't moved for years, but eventually opened.
Oh, this is bad. We don't want mysteries. We want a good interview. Look in the pantry, motherfucker.
Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard.
What the fuck, Kyle? Oh, Kyle, let's just take one with us.
Kyle grabbed a bottle of lard and stashed it on his person for later
Nothing
use.
bad has ever happened just carrying around large bottles of lard.
Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find something to
Let's have breakfast.
Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast, along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage.
Oh, that sounds so good. Poached eggs. I love poached eggs. But they're such a pain in the ass to make that they're not worth making yourself. Like, if you're making breakfast, you can make eggs another way. But if you go to, like, a hotel or something, and there's the option for poached eggs, you always choose it. Because they're by far the best eggs, and then you don't have to make them yourself. Eat. Oh.
Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying.
He didn't sound like he ate it slowly and thoughtfully.
He felt refreshed.
Oh, God. I hate breakfast. Here comes the interview. We are prepared. We have everything we need, including our lard. Let's leave the apartment.
Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity.
In my experience, anyone who's trying to have an air of genuinity is the most fake motherfucker you will ever meet. Like, genuine people don't have an air of genuinity, because, like, to have that, you have to try and seem genuine, which a genuine person wouldn't.
As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and
Hello,
smiled.
would you want some lard? No, Kyle, be normal.
Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being
That's
here.
nice.
Kyle responded.
No.
And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome
And I
guest.
as well, Rachel. You are a most welcome guest, said to Kyle Bot 5000, because he did not sound human.
After other mild exchanges of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast.
Who is Rachel? I know I skipped the intro, but what is this woman again? What does she do? Dunno. She's important.
The moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras...
Here we go. Rub the lucky lard, just for some good luck.
Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Rachel, who is she?
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no
She does need more introduction, because I don't know who she is.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle.
No.
I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier.
Are you a mother?
Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you?
I feel like that's something you should.
Kyle looked up from
I feel like
his
that's
notes.
something you should know before you invite them on your show.
Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that has crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel smiled genuinely.
See, there again, like a slightly awkward question and then a genuine smile. This is a con man. We're interviewing a con man.
Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Kyle asked another question.
I think we want to end on a funny story. What's your guilty pleasure?
We all have one. What's your guilty pleasure? Ooh, well, that's an easy answer, said Rachel, dipping pickles in chocolate sauce.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Why? I have lard.
It might sound strange, but it's tangy and sweet at the same time. I eat it far too often. Rachel smiled sweetly.
Oh, something about Rachel just puts me on edge.
Kyle asked another question.
Well, I feel like if I ask these questions, something bad is gonna happen. But okay, let's do it.
Rachel, you manage to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet?
Oh, that's easy. It's pickles and chocolate sauce. I eat nothing else. Not even water. The pickles have all the moisture I need.
Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. She smiled.
I feel like that goes directly. Stick to your plan. But sometimes you cannot stick to your plan.
Kyle looked at his flabby self, decided not to comment, and moved
Good thoughts, Kyle.
on. Kyle asked...
End on a funny story. Come on, end on a high.
You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle. But what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel.
Thank you. I spent all morning writing it.
I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot.
Depending on what kind of soup, I don't see why swapping the water with milk would be that catastrophic. Like, it might not necessarily work. Again, depending on what kind of soup, because, like, it might curdle the milk if you have, like, acidic ingredients, but that doesn't seem that bad. But the salt? Just feed it to a League of Legends player. They'll never notice.
While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room.
You swiped their things? What?
Rachel laughed elegantly. Kyle decided to move
You
on.
stole their shit so they couldn't leave?
After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper.
This is good interview, yes? I spent all morning. Do you want some lard?
Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in
No.
return? Asked Rachel.
This is where it all goes badly. You want some lard?
Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together.
No, I did not spend 30 hours preparing for this one interview.
Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over.
What the fuck? Also, what a weird question. Of course you prepare your interviews in advance. If you're like on a big talk show.
Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone.
Good. Good, home to my lord.
But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing.
No. Unlocked. More world options. Kyle prepared very well. What does that mean?